joy which has followed the news of the birth of Princess Elizabeth's baby has been sincere and wholehearted. We all feel personal pleasure in the happiness of these two popular young people who are experiencing the first emotions of parenthood. There is a feeling of relief, let's confess it, that the princess's ordeal is now over and her son born. The medical responsibility rested on Sir William Gilliatt, one of the world's best-known gynecologists. The nurse was Miss Helen Rowe. But even with the best advice and the best care and attention, there is always anxiety. Of course, all these considerations are merged in the delight that a child in the direct line to the throne has been born. He inherits a tradition dating back 5 generations to Queen Victoria, who may truly be said to be the founder of the House of Windsor. Edward VII is remembered as a wise king and a great sportsman. The Edwardian era, like the Victorian era, has now become a legend. But George V, of course, is vividly recalled by most of us, not least because Queen Mary is still with us to remind us constantly of the noble example set in war and peace by a truly royal pair. The same ideal has been achieved in their own separate and distinct way by our present King and Queen, who were married 25.5 years ago. Princess Elizabeth was to them as great a joy as her son is to her now. The princess's childhood and her development into womanhood have been watched solicitously by all of us. With unfeigned pleasure, we read of her engagement, and with genuine emotion, we were spectators of her wedding. Now, when the supreme happiness of parenthood has been bestowed upon her marriage, we rejoice again with her husband and herself. Officially, the rejoicing is a matter of guns. A salute of 41 guns fired in Hyde Park by the Royal Horse Artillery in full dress. Another royal salute is fired in the Tower of London by a battery of the Honourable Artillery Company. And the official announcement of the birth is posted on the door of the Home Office. The Home Secretary, Mr. Shooter Reed, who was excused the historic duty of attending at the palace during the period of the birth, seemed rather surprised to see it there. Meanwhile, flags had begun to appear. Newspapers carried the glad news, as well as such sidelights on the occasion as pictures of other babies born on the same day as the royal prince. Here are some young people, 6 girls and 1 boy, born on Sunday the 14th of November 1948 at Queen Charlotte's Hospital. And the bells added their peal to the general rejoicing. At Buckingham Palace, the day's bulletin was posted while spectators waited in the hope of seeing the Duke of Edinburgh or even some remote relative of the royal baby. It will be some days before we see either the princess or the new young prince, so let us end by recalling her self-dedication on her 21st birthday.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
That ideal of service, characteristic of our royal family, is shared by her husband, and we may confidently expect will be passed on to the next generation too.